Hey, Tony Guys here. I wanted to pop in and talk to you today because I realize y'all have to give me now. There's a cup of coffee in front of me, so see that scrawl sticking right there. And wanted to talk to you because don't have long. I got a call in 40 minutes, so I ain't gonna be here that long. And hopefully, this old raggedy Wi-Fi been acting up too. So y'all forgive me on that. When it be glitching, you just got to listen closer, listen harder, listen tighter. That also be the work of the Lord, just to get you a little more attention where everything ain't so easy and convenient for you. People be in the comments, Tony, can you get a better mic? Can you get a better camera? Can you send a donation? Can you buy it? If you can't buy it, then hush. Don't tell me what to do when I'm out here doing this for free. So get what you get. Don't pitch a fit. So I wanted to talk to you about this because one thing I see in my community is us running from the smoke, us running from the consequences. Listen, I tell you like this, like the quote or the saying says, ignorance doesn't absolve you from the law. It's things that I'm ignorant to from not being taught those things growing up, not knowing those things, whether that be in business, whether that be in life. If it ever come a day to where I have to pay a fine, I gotta go to prison, I gotta lose something, guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go through it. I'm gonna go through it. Every single day I see people saying, hey, can you pay more rent? Can you do this here GoFundMe? I seen the brother who the Pan African guy who talking about y'all gotta help us save this building. Y'all gotta help. It's like, you're a grown man. You done had all this time to save that building. You done had millions of dollars worth of donations come in to save that building. Now you want everybody to save the building. And I try to tell people, like, listen, we gotta go through it. Like, if God ain't put you in a position and put you in a place to where you could reach out to somebody and you could call somebody, you can't expect everybody else who having a hard time themselves and going through what they got to be going through in their life to come and pay your bills and take care of what you should have took care of as an adult, because you squandered your money. And I see it all the time with people that I know personally who will squander their money. They will do everything under the sun and then can't pay their rent, then can't pay their car note, will give all their money away, will give every dime away, then can't pay their bills. Listen, when I go through something, I go through it. Throughout my journey as an entrepreneur, I done had to come through times to where I done had to sell a car. I done had to let a car get repossessed. I done had to give a car up. I done had to get an eviction letter. I done had to get repossession letters. Like, I done had to have phone cut off, lights cut off, water cut off. I done had to go through it all. And you know what I do? I go through it. I go through it with my head up, with a smile, and I get the lesson. And if I don't learn the lesson well enough, then guess what? I go through it again, and I go through it again, and I keep going through it until I get the lesson. And every time I say, Lord, this is the last time. Lord, this is the last time I'm going to get this lesson. Lord, listen, next time, this is what I'm finna do. So I want to tell you, like, sometimes it ain't got nothing to do with you. Sometimes you did everything right. And if that's the case, I'm not talking to you. That's like the book of Job. But if you look and you see where you made bad choices and you did things you shouldn't have been doing, if you late on your rent, you late on your car note, and you can look and see where you gave money away to people who you reinforcing their bad habits, you see where you was going out to eat, where you went shopping, where you spent on these senseless subscriptions, where you overspent here, overspent there, where you was living, where you was doing your thing, and then now you can't pay your bills, go through it. Sit down, shut up, and go through it. Get every lesson that there is to get. Get every little bit of it and go through it. Because you know what? That's going to set you up for the future. That's going to set you up for the next test. That's going to put you in a place to where you learn And sometimes you got to learn the hard way. Sometimes you got to learn where you able to see and hear, and you able to have some feedback to where you say, you know what, ooh wee, this whooping hurt. This whooping hurt. It's like we don't do what we supposed to do, and then we want to be bailed out, and we can't do that. We can't do that. We can't go through that. Like, you got to get to a place to where you know, and you see and you hear, and a lot of time we just don't do it. We don't realize it, and we want to be bailed out. I seen a lady today with a GoFundMe, and it's sad because she had a GoFundMe and she said, you know, help us pay our rent. And I get those every day. And a lot of times these ladies, they have 2, 3, 4 kids. And when I see that, I'm like, man, you don't have a mom, a dad, a sister, a brother, a cousin. Like, we all got family. Like, you don't have a group chat. Like, you can't go to your friends and family. And a lot of times people will say no. But then the question is, why not? Like, why don't your family like you? Why don't your family deal with you? Okay, why are you not close with your family? And all these questions come up. And it could all be legit answers. But at the same time, when you go to the World Wide Web and you asking people for help for that GoFundMe, guess what? Everybody else got their own problems too. Everybody else got their own problems. And nobody no adult is trying to be responsible for another adult, especially an adult that they do not know. So sometimes it's like, okay, what lesson do I need to get, Lord? What are you sending me through this for? Like, Lord, and when I say sending me through it, I ain't necessarily saying that God's sending you through it. Now, he sent Job through it. Like, he talked to Satan. He said, have you considered my faithful servant Job? Have you considered him? Satan was like, yeah, let's consider him. But you got your hand on him. So how am I going to touch him? You got your hand on him. The Lord said, all right, dude, you can touch him, just don't kill him. And Satan went and killed everything around Job. And so sometimes you're going through it, but it's a pruning. It's a pruning process. It's a process to get you ready for what's next. And so I look at that in my own life. When I'm going through something, I grit my teeth. Ooh, ooh. I smile. I laugh. I cry. I feel. I yell. And I go harder. I work out more. I get better sleep. I eat better. I lift weight. Do whatever to get that lesson. You got to get that lesson, because what the lesson is, the lesson is the prerequisite for the blessing. See, lessons and blessings, I'm the one that created that concept. And Steve Harvey made it go viral. But that's my quote, that the lessons come before the blessings. And so you have to get that lesson. And you got to understand that if you run from the smoke, you run from the lesson, you don't go through it, you don't feel it, you don't embrace it, you don't allow it to break you all the way down and teach you, you're not going to learn anything. You're going to go through it over and over and over. And there's certain areas in our life where we go through the same thing over and over and over again. And we just got to be real about it. It's certain areas where we go through the same thing again and again and again. And I want you to realize that. I want you to realize that. Like, this is going to hurt. This is going to hurt. You getting bent over and put across that knee and belt the butt. And it's bare skin. And it's finna sting. It is going to hurt, but guess what? You got to embrace it. You got to grit them teeth. You got to feel it. Oh yeah. You got to feel it. And you got to get ready. Because guess what? On the other side of it, what Job got on the other side? Double for his trouble. He got double. And so you got to understand, like, if God let you lose your apartment, he finna bless you with one better. If God let you lose your house, he finna bless you with one better. He let you lose your car, he finna bless you with one better. But then you get the lesson. You got to get the lesson. If you don't get the lesson, you're going to go through the same thing again. Go through the same thing again. So now, next time, instead of spending on this, put up for your rent. Instead of spending on that, put up for your rent. Instead of loaning money to her, put up for your rent. Instead of loaning money to him, put up for your rent. You can't be living in fornication and then go fund me for your rent. Get out of fornication. Then you got to have no GoFundMe for your rent, because now the Lord can pour out. You can't be dealing with crystals and sage and tarot cards and horoscopes and zodiac and then praying for help with your rent. God cannot hear you because you dealing in witchcraft, and then you want the Lord to touch his children to donate to your GoFundMe. No, you finna get evicted because you dibbling and dabbling in sin and then want a blessing on high. That ain't how it works. You got to purge. You got to cleanse. You got to come out that foolishness, and you got to get in your holy Bible. And you got to live right. You got to do the right thing. And so whenever I'm going through something, I'm going to tell you, I tell the Lord, what you will. Do what you will, Lord. Have your way. Whatever you want me to lose. Whatever you want me to sacrifice. Whatever you want me to go through. Take me through it. And give me the grace to make it. Give me the strength to make it. And Lord, give me the wisdom to understand what you're trying to teach me in this season. Lord, I lose it all. Lord, I give everything up. Lord, you could take it all. You could have it all. Just leave me with the lesson. Leave me with the lesson so that the next season I know better and I could do better. In the name of Jesus, I pray. And God shows up and he shows out every time. When I get into that place and I get into that mode and I'm just like, Lord, have your way. Then he say, he ready. He ready. Now I can open up the windows of heaven because he done got the lesson. He done got the lesson. Now I can give you your blessing. But until you get that lesson, you can't get it. And I'm going to tell you something. The devil will use anybody. The devil will use your birth mama, your birth father, your birth brother, your birth sister, your husband, your wife, your firstborn, your middleborn, your lastborn, your neighbor, yourself, your brain. The devil will use anybody to derail you from the wisdom that God wants you to be living by. So you got to be mindful of that. When God open up the windows of heaven and he pour out and he put you in position and he send the provision for the vision, you better have your ear to his mouth. And you better listen to what he tell you. And don't you let a single soul come in and tell you otherwise. Don't care how much you know them, how much you love them, how long you know them. If it is contradicting what God has told you you have to do in this season, talk to the hand. Remember we used to say that? Talk to the hand. Talk to the hand. Remember we used to do that in middle school? Talk to the hand. I don't want to hear it. Listen, we got to bring that back. Talk to the hand. The Lord say he sent his blessing for me to get out of debt. The Lord say he sent this blessing for me to pay off the credit card, for me to pay off this car, for me to pay off this house, for me to pay off this student loan. The Lord did not tell me to sit in cash and to just live out of this cash. The Lord told me the borrower is servant to the lender and to owe no man nothing but to love him. Lord, thank you for your blessing. Lord, I squandered it last time. Lord, I need it again. Lord, I'm going to show you I can do right. In the name of Jesus. Hey, this is Tony Gasson. God bless you. Got some texts coming in on my boys program. Thank y'all so much for the support on that. All the link is always in the description. God bless you. Right now we're doing a scholarship for a young man and then also trying to help one of the young men get into a better school situation, get a tutor. And so I'm about to call a dyslexia tutor right now to see what we could set up. But God bless you. We'll talk soon.